It's the Villains Talk Show. Hello. And welcome.
Hi.
Hello and welcome to the Villains Talk Show and podcast. And we have a surprise for you today. If you were tuning in and expecting it to be another one-shot with Insanieac, praise be to whoever you praise, because Sarah's here instead and saved us from that slog.
Mean. So mean.
What? You don't know who Andrew is. That's just ridiculous.
And we are here, and usually, and I know I have the title as "Welcome Back, Sara," and it's kind of funny because that was our season 2 opener, and so I've just left it up on the screen because Sarah's back again because we didn't expect her here. Hello, Sara. Where are you right now?
Hi. On the side of the road in the middle of the forest in my car with two other people.
Nice.
And that was the last we ever heard of her.
The two other people,
okay.
however, show up.
We all hang out down here pretty often. It's where we get cell service because there's none in the camp. We call it the phone booth.
Interesting. And how is the end of camp? You will be with us next week.
I will be. Yes.
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 Well, do you know what's been going on in the world while you're at camp?
Not a whole lot. We're pretty isolated out here. I know a little bit, but not much.
Well, let's see if we can give you a crash course from two people who don't pay attention to the news.
I want to know.
The
world is all falling apart.
There's something about the Delta variant, and everyone is getting spooked about their fall plans. It's like the today's meme.
Great.
Oh yeah, it is.
Vaccination passports.
I heard about that.
They're implementing the vaccination passports.
Yep.
Huh.
How about things on your end? I remember last when we spoke, things were interesting.
They still are. It never ended. Yeah.
Just to jog our listeners who maybe not have caught up in the episodes in the podcast, we have talked that Sara had problem putting her foot down when she needs to.
I did actually attempt to. I kind of forgot about it because so many other things happened, but I did actually make an attempt to.
Well, that's the important part.
It is. You know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You know what? I kind of jumped right in. I never really introduced us. I'm C4. Beside me is the Great Grease Goblin. Below is Sara Vike. Just brought to you by Buzzsprout, actually. Yeah.
What? Brought
to you by Buzzsprout.
Tell us about Buzzsprout.
Podcasting service that we use. It's free. You can start a podcast for free, man. That's how basically we started, and we grew from there. And yeah, I'm gonna get better at that as we go. I'm gonna get way better at that as we go.
You probably should.
So let's. That was a trial run. But yeah, we have a link on our if you follow the Twitch and you go into our website, there's a link there. You can follow that to Buzzsprout if you want to try. It's completely free. Go ahead. So we did it. This is how easy it is. This is how easy it is. Sarah's in her car. Some Grease Goblin's in an orange room with lots of pointy daggers, and
it's red.
And I'm in the middle of nowhere. But back to Sara, or back to topic, I guess.
Is there a topic?
Because Sarah's phone is dying. We are going to talk about technology and how stupid it can be because it's programmed to fail. And let me reword this. One thing that reminds me of is so you have a phone, right? And then it says like, oh, 2 years, and then you'll probably need a new one. And it doesn't matter if you take care of that phone, like 2 years hits and there's an update or something, and then your phone just sucks. And I don't know if you guys find that, but I've found that for years. And I know the likeness. He only uses Blackberries and old Nokias because their battery life is still insane. But I find it like, I know there's the conspiracy theory that they always that's how they update it and the battery life dies. But I've never seen anyone break a phone and disprove that.
What? Break a phone and disprove that? What do you even mean?
You know what I mean? Like, so
You mean like
No, I
jailbreaking?
don't. That's why I asked.
what I mean is like, go into the phone schematics, not just backlog it and erase all the updates that it's had, but actually go into the phone, like let's say an iPhone, and just reprogram it so it's back to factory settings and see if the battery does last longer. I've never actually seen someone go to that length to do it. So there's this mythos that most people, even I believe, that updates they eventually update your phone after 2 years so it dies.
That does sound about right. Like,
I don't
funny
know.
enough,
I've
you
had
bring up
phones for
phones.
a pretty long time. Like my first phone, I think I had for almost 5 years, and it was like by the end, it was definitely not great, but it still worked all right.
What kind of phone was it?
HTC.
Okay.
So was it like a touchscreen phone or?
Yeah, like a
Oh.
smartphone.
What were you going to say, Grease Goblin?
Funny enough, my phone is actually about to hit the 2-year mark, and the screen popped off.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
This is when you play the music from X-Files. For all us old people out there.
Yeah.
No,
Screen just popped off. Luckily, I had crazy glue, and it seems to be working still.
now part of me, like the corporate analytical side of me, automatically just jumps to the conclusion that there's probably a whole team of testers and a whole team of people that test these products over and over again. And due to insurance costs, manufacturing costs, that when they come out with these warranties, or when they come out with the warranties, they are like grinded down to the actual day, almost, if they could, but they grind it down as close as they can to the average lifespan of a piece of technology. And that's why you have warranties, that some warranties are exorbitant and you're like, what? This is like a 15-year warranty? Amazing. And then it ends up actually like lasting 15 years. But where you have something like a phone where it lasts 2 years, and maybe like that's the analytical side of me. But then, there's always the conspiracy theories side of me that just says, no, fuck you, Apple. You're just an asshole company that updates your phones to death. When I look at my phone and I see like of the 64 gigs, like 10 gigabytes is dedicated to goddamn updates and phone requirements. Why don't you just tell me it's a 54 gigabyte phone? Like, why lie to me? Why tell me? It's
Yeah, that annoys me too.
Yeah.
What kind of phone are you using now, Sarah?
Still an HTC.
Still an HTC, holding steady with that company, eh?
Yeah, I actually really like them.
It doesn't overheat or explode in your pocket?
It does not, no, and they tend to last a long time. They have very good external speakers, so they're very loud.
Ah.
Yeah, I appreciate that a lot.
But you're sitting on a headset.
Yes.
Actually, That's a good question. As someone who doesn't drive, how long is insurance? Do you buy insurance for? Do you just buy it for a year?
Every year.
Yeah, every year, and then you renew it every year.
Do they?
Mine renews automatically, which is useful.
When you buy a car, do they tell you the life expectancy of your car?
No.
Nope.
But they'll do it for a computer, and they'll do it for a TV. Interesting.
I don't know.
Imagine
There's
getting
a lot more variables to cars.
Imagine getting a Tesla.
Get in accidents.
I bet you
don't usually drive your TV.
I mean,
I just made sure.
I've seen that video of a guy on a couch. I guess
for
they heard
Mario
that with
Kart.
no context, and now they're both just staring at me.
would that mean modern cars would have higher insurance because they're just pure electric?
Yeah.
Or would that be lower?
Some of
The
them,
newer
yeah.
the car, the higher the insurance.
I wonder if they actually have. I want to look that up now. I wonder if modern cars, like electric cars, like Teslas, have life expectancies
For the battery?
Yeah,
I mean, older cars have batteries too.
10 years
It's true.
or 200,000 miles.
What?
10 years or about 200,000 miles. Wow, that came up
That's it?
quick.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh my God, they have a list of all the batteries.
Yeah. You're just looking up a list of car batteries now.
No, these are for electric cars.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. I guess it makes sense. You're just looking at the battery. I was thinking more like I guess that's part of the car. Because you have all the computers and TVs inside cars now. You think
Some
like
of them,
maybe I'm just thinking too much into it because people just want to make
think you
money
might
off
be.
you. People
that
just want
tends to happen a lot.
People just want to make
Yeah.
money off you. It's a fucking car. Here, spend $20,000, or better yet, go into debt for half your life as you pay off this car.
Yeah,
That's why
pretty much.
That's why I actually don't drive. Instead, I pay the cab man, and they love me for it.
Yeah, you probably pay more.
Actually, I've done the math on insurance and gas, and I come out usually about $100 under. Sometimes a bit more, but
But then you could also drive other places.
Yeah.
Yes, I could.
Like you're not stuck to the city.
Oh, you know
Yes.
what?
Mhm.
Maybe I like to find different avenues of travel.
You could drive other places, like to my house. There we go.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I find that the buses sometimes are very nice and comfortable. And
That's a good one.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
I do.
I don't believe that.
I find
I
buses
don't
very
believe that.
comfortable, actually. I've
Mhm.
taken buses
Sure.
quite a few places.
Take a bus to my house. That should be entertaining.
Yeah, you just have to go to certain station and then you take the other bus.
I was gonna say, does
Yeah.
a bus run out that far?
Yeah, there sure is.
Yep.
Fine,
But only
fine,
in the
I
morning
will.
and night.
Fine,
Do
Yeah.
fine.
Only at a
Take a bus
certain
to my
time.
house. I want to
Just to prove you wrong. You know what?
Yeah,
I will.
do it.
I will bust your
Please
house.
do.
I
Yeah.
no, I've
Just wait
Greyhound.
until after Friday, so I'm home.
I've gotten no, I've done like Greyhounds across Canada, like to Ontario and stuff.
Greyhounds are different though.
It's just a bus.
It's a fancy bus
Kinda.
compared to city buses.
You'd much rather use the bathroom at the gas station than you would on those goddamn buses.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
still
Like,
a lot nicer than
unless you're the first one on. If it's like right in the morning and it's coming out of the bus station and you're the first one on, you get to that back, you use that fucking bathroom right away. Because it's never going to be as nice as it comes out of that station. And the whole trip. And if you're on that bus for 4 days, it's just hell. It's just
So what you're
hell.
saying is you
And
destroy
never
the bathroom to assert your dominance.
and here's the other thing.
Gross.
Never everyone picks the back row. Like everyone when you go to those places, everyone bolts it for the back. That's not the best place. The best place is to go in the back row in front of the bathrooms. Because every time that someone goes into that fucking toilet, it's gonna fucking stink the shit out of that back seat. And I'm a connoisseur of backs of buses as I am. I can tell you there's nothing worse than seeing some fat, greasy motherfucker walk into that bathroom and you're stuck in those seats and you're like, fuck. But if you're sitting in front, because of the way the air blows in the bus and the air intake is, you never smell shit. So it's the best place
literally,
to be.
or literally and figuratively.
Literally. Oh, have you guys ever busted across Canada?
Yeah, I have.
No.
Where'd you go?
Just out to Manitoba.
Oh, why?
I have family out there that I don't talk to anymore.
That makes sense on both points.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. I have friends out in Toronto and I have family out in Muskoka, so I've busted quite a bit. And I've busted up to Edmonton, obviously. That's the easiest bus. That's 3 hours of my life. That
Too bad they don't have buses anymore that go across Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Greyhound shut down.
Just I
mean,
work at a truck stop.
That one.
I work at a truck stop. I know truckers. I'll just
get in a truck.
Yeah, just pay them $100.
That's
Say, hey, I need to go out this way.
I mean, that's fair.
How are you going to get back, though?
Find another truck stop and get another trucker.
I mean, there was a time when young 17-year-old me would actually hitchhike. Those are good times.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's how I got out to BC and Shambhala my first time.
Wow.
I bought the ticket, and I told my parents when I was going, and they said, how are you getting there? And I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I lied to them. Left, hitchhiked, got there like a day early, and then made friends and got a ride back.
Fair enough.
I didn't even have a tent or nothing. I just went. It was a good time. Can't do that anymore. No, unless
not easily.
No, you can hitchhike outside the city, but in the city they don't like that. So you just have to walk.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sarah, you never traveled by bus or any of that stuff?
No, like around the city, but that's it.
I've done planes before too, but that's different.
It's very different. Yes, planes and buses are not the same thing.
Are you sure? They're a communal way of transport over long distances.
It's a little different. I mean, it depends.
But one of them flies.
It depends. Where did you take?
Yeah, you're right. The buses fly.
Where's the furthest you took a plane to?
That would be. I have to do math now because.
Well, while you do that,
you have to do
either
math.
Florida or Halifax.
Okay. So you sat on a plane for like at most maybe 10 hours.
Yeah.
When I went to Israel, that was an 18-hour flight.
Yeah, that would definitely be a way.
When I went to Vietnam, that was a 19, 20-hour flight because there was a typhoon in Hong Kong, so we had to stop. And those were my two longest, and I've been to Europe a bunch.
When did you go to Vietnam?
When I was like 15.
Oh.
My dad.
With your family?
Yeah, my dad took us. It was nice. Nice country.
Cool.
No, I was younger than that. 2003, maybe? Anyway. No, I've been I learned how to sleep on flights. I mean, all right. So if we're talking about public transit, man, when I was living at sea, this was back when I was 17, 18. I was in I was in a town called Aswan in Egypt. You can look it up, anyone. I'll type it in chat. Aswan. I was looking at the giant dam in Aswan, and there's this big. The cool thing about the dam is it was built by the Soviets. There's this massive Soviet statue, and you can look over the dam and you look down, and because the whole city's actually built on top of the dam. So you look down and you see flamingos and it's like literally down this huge cliffside that is the dam. It's pretty cool. But I had to get to Cairo because when you get off a ship, you get shore leave, and I was on cargo, so it's nothing special. You get paid and you get to go do whatever the fuck you want, and so I went down and I had to get up to Cairo to get to the ship, to get back on and get out of there. And the only train ran at 6:00, and it was an overnight train, 18 hours straight to Cairo. And I get on this train, man, and it was the most. How do I describe it? So it was a steel box with like horrible wood paneling, and then the lights were like those gym floodlights, like those big ones that you see in gyms. And then the benches were park benches, what we would call park benches. And I'm sitting there on that with my bag, and it's an overnight train, and they don't turn off the lights, and you're sitting on these uncomfortable benches. And it was, I remember telling myself, because I knew, like, not the next day, but the next day after I had to work, and I wouldn't be able to get any sleep on the ship. So I was like, fuck, I gotta sleep. So I remember under those lights, I basically stuffed my bag underneath myself and wrapped myself in it and covered a shirt over my head and fucking slept on that train. Fuck it. There's people yelling. Like, I just didn't wake up for any of it. But ever since then, like, especially when I went to Israel, when I flew there with my sister, that was a 19-hour flight, and I slept through that. And my sister was so pissed. I basically forced my body to sleep, and ever since then, if I could just tell myself, if I just get myself comfortable and put on some death metal so I can drown out all other sound, it's the only point of it, then I can sleep anywhere. That was my little story.
Fair enough. Makes sense to me.
But yeah, I've had a lot of experience with travel. Have any of you guys ever been on a ship?
I have,
No, I have not.
but it was a cruise ship.
Cruises are nice.
They are relaxing usually.
Yeah. I haven't been very many places at all, especially not compared to you and your crazy world travelings.
Yeah, but everyone's different, right? Like you've been all around the province that I haven't been.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I spend a lot of time in the forest, as I currently am.
I've lived my whole like land life inside Alberta, and I had never been up to Jasper, and I just went 2 weeks ago. So
I haven't been since I was a little kid.
still went before I did. How's your phone doing, Sarah?
22%.
Sweet,
Yeah, you definitely could last another half hour.
Yeah, we're gonna ride it till it dies.
I'm not sure.
Ride it till it dies.
40, so
ride it till it dies.
It's gonna get upset pretty soon. Here.
It's gonna get upset, and we're gonna ride it till it dies.
I see.
That's the game plan.
I see. I mean, my other option is to go watch Into the Spider-Verse, so it's not a bad option either.
No, that's actually a pretty good option too.
I
think Spider-Verse over us.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. I've heard it's really good though.
I'm skeptical about Marvel, man. I don't know. I'm skeptical about a lot of things. I watched the new Suicide Squad movie, and that was pretty good, and that made me happy.
I feel like you'd enjoy the What If series that they're releasing now.
I will wait for the zombie episode because I loved Marvel
That's
Zombies.
fair. I think it's the next or the one after.
Marvel Zombies is good. I really
Yeah,
want
it
to see
is.
that. I really want to see that. Yeah, no, I haven't watched a lot of Marvel. I still haven't watched all of Infinity War. Just I lost interest in it. There's some things I watched, like Loki, and I watched the Thor properties and Deadpool.
You lost interest in Infinity War?
Yeah, I literally stopped it halfway through the first movie and just haven't seen the first.
What?
I literally stopped it halfway through the first movie, and then it was on TV. I was sitting with my family and started the second one, and it got to like the scene where like they unsnap the finger, and I think that's like halfway through the movie when they do the reverse snap and bring all the people back. And I was
that's Endgame, not Infinity War.
No, that was it was this was the second movie
Yeah.
too. That's what I'm saying. I didn't watch the first movie all the way through, and then with my family, they were watching the second movie. I watched that halfway through, and I got just as bored, and I left. I didn't want it was just no interest in it. I don't know why. I watched Deadpool. More of a Batman guy. Blame the 90s.
Weird.
Blame the 90s.
That's fair, though.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was actually... Did it rain up where you were? My sister's been fighting...
Yeah, a ton.
My sister's been fighting. She's gotten back today. My sister's in...
Nice. That's good.
For those who are watching, my sister is in wildfire. She fights wildfires for a living. She's done it for 7 or 8 years now. And if you've heard about all the fires out in BC, that's where she is, where she was. She was there for 6 weeks, trying to save the city of Kamloops.
Wow.
And she got mandatory vacation. In other words, they forced her to come home. She didn't want to. But she's basically forced to be home for a week. So she's basically, I heard she got home today and just kind of passed out. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. But no rain in BC. All of it out here. But it's been...
Yep. It's been nice, though.
It has. At least for now.
Yeah, it was like, what? I think the highest it got today was like 20.
About time.
Yeah, it wasn't warm today at all.
Compared to like 30 to 40 we've had the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So do you guys think we're going to... Changing gears a bit. Do you guys think we're going to get a chance to have Halloween this year?
That depends how you define Halloween.
As a day on October 31st?
Will the day happen? Yes.
Well...
But will Halloween happen?
Well, yes. But what does it mean?
Will the actual, like, festivities take place?
Look,
probably not.
That probably depends.
I think it depends where you are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think there's certain places in America that will
going to happen here.
They'll be, I don't give a fuck. Maybe you're right. It depends. We have a mayoral election coming up. If someone more right wing got elected, I'm sure they'd be.
That's in November.
Oh, you're right. Oh,
so it's after.
But we
so it's yeah.
Did the federal election get announced?
Yes, it did.
In
and guess what?
Forest.
It happened September 20th.
Oh.
What?
Yep. They're doing
September 20th.
They're doing it just before the end of CERB.
Wow. Okay then.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, they're doing it just before the end of CERB. Like slick political scientists.
Like, what? That's a month away.
Yes.
No, there's no time for campaigning.
Who am I supposed to pick?
It honestly, it's genius.
I've never voted
These
before.
people with me will be voting for their first time, so
Well, it's a genius tactic because if you want
I
your
vote to not vote.
the government is currently paying people to sit at home. So of course,
Yeah.
and it ends October 1st. So you want to get them in to vote before their money goes away.
Yeah.
It's genius. It's absolute genius.
oh,
That
You,
makes so much sense.
you
but it's
feel
so
that
stupid.
dirty politicking all over your body?
you know, quite frankly, I'm shocked that I haven't. Oh, you know why I haven't been hearing about
Because
communism
you're in the
taking
middle
over
of the
because
forest.
because the people in the forest with me haven't heard about it yet. I really hope they don't check their phones tonight.
Oh. Do you
There's
want...
one in particular. I really hope he doesn't check his phone.
Redbeard?
No.
That guy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I know who you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
wasn't really paying attention. I just said one in particular, and I was like, Redbeard?
Anyways, the forest is an interesting place sometimes.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
Sarah, we could hear everything they said.
Oh yeah.
So,
I know.
they're now going to be on the podcast. But
Yep.
yes, I hope the people in your camp do find out. I hope the
I
communist
hope they find
flags
out on
wave high.
Friday. Oh no, they are very anti-communist.
Oh
I hope
yes.
Everything is.
Especially that guy finds out.
What is the most communist thing you can do? Have a commie election when they're giving out their commie money to all the damn commies.
Yeah.
I'm going to verify my facts for you just so I know. Canadian election 2021. Monday, September 20th. It got called 2 days ago, Sarah. Sorry,
Oh, wow.
yesterday.
Wow.
It got called yesterday. You have to legally have 32 days for an election to be called. And yesterday was day 33. So,
Wow.
yup. Man.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this.
Oh, you didn't? Here, let me post it in the chat. Yes. Dirty politics, yes. Even Canada has dirty politics, yes.
What? No, that never happens.
That is the massive link.
Sorry, I don't trust that. I only use Bing.
That is just a massive link. Holy Christ. Let's get rid of that. That was a giant wall of text I just posted.
Yeah, I don't trust it. It's from Google. It's clearly fake.
Wow.
Bing is the only true.
Everything's fake.
Look how encrypted.
No, Bing is the only true.
Look, this is
true
from
web
Elections Canada. Look how encrypted the Elections Canada fucking website is. Like, who fucking cares, Canada? No one's going in to steal your shit. Real talk.
They could rig elections like that.
No one cares. Jesus, Canada. Jesus. Anyway, that being said, yes, September 20th, Sarah, tell your friends, tell your wife, I mean your husband.
My wife.
I mean your husband.
My wife.
I meant your husband. Sometimes I forget.
You forget that I'm female?
I forget that. No, Sarah. No. That's all I'm going to say is no.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
But yeah, tell us. Do you think the protesters inside your camp are going to band together to fight the evil commie regime that's taking over Canada? Oh my
Maybe.
God!
If we hear about this on the news, that
Would they want to come and voice their opinion
No.
on a public
Nope.
Are you sure they
Nope.
wouldn't? This sounds like someone.
Yep.
You know what?
does.
People in the chat, we
Nope.
need help. If you people
Nope.
comment chat, if you want this person who we've been alluding to from Sarah's camp to come on the show, so that he can tell
No.
us about the communist takeover that's currently happening in our country.
No.
God, we need to fight against. We need you now. We need you to tell Sara that he needs to come on.
Yes, I
Please.
agree. It'd be great.
It's the only way. It is the only way.
No.
We need to summon the troops.
Oh, if we can get Jeremy back, then it would be amazing.
It would be the best, Sara.
Nope. No. Trust me on this one.
Sara, there are times I do and there are times I don't, and this is one of those times. I don't think you can convince me.
Not happening.
Please, chat. We need help. We need to convince Sara to bring on to do it. It's the only way.
No.
It
Why?
would be great.
Our country is now
No, it
bleeding
wouldn't be great.
to these communist takeover. It's not like Trudeau stood up to China when he arrested the president of Huawei. No, that dirty communist, it was all a ruse. An elaborate ruse. Even though he's supposedly an idiot and just a puppet. An elaborate ruse.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense.
Sara, you oh, please.
No.
We'll
need
think
that
about
guy.
it. We'll put that on the back burner for now. We'll put it on the back burner for now. We'll put it on the back burner for now. Yeah, we will.
No.
We'll put it on the back burner for now.
No, we're gonna take it off the burner and throw it into a dark corner, never to be seen again.
Yeah, that's called the back burner.
Oh, that being said, it's been about 40 minutes. We'll end it here so Sara's phone can recover from pure death. I would like to
appreciate that.
Thank you, Sara, for joining us today. This was season 2, episode 2.
exciting.
Episode 2 of season 2.
Are you sure it's not episode
Very
2 of
exciting.
season 1?
Shut up. I am C4. Beside me is the Great Grease Goblin. Below me, and from camp in the middle of a forest, in a car with 2 other unknowns, is Sara Vike. And we are the Villains of the Villains Talk Show and Podcast. I'm sorry you had nothing better to do. I'm happy you spent it with us here. Catch us on anywhere you get podcasts, anywhere you get your stuff. We have Instagram, we have YouTube, we have Patreon, we have this. You can catch older episodes on Twitch. You can catch all our older episodes anywhere you get podcasts. Like, it doesn't matter where. Apple, Spotify, Alexa, Google. No one uses Google, but Google Podcasts. Like, even some people use Deezer. Some people use Deezer too. Like, good for them. Or iHeartRadio. Anyway, anywhere you get it, you can catch older episodes. And yeah. It's weird not having Insanieac here to do awkward things at the end of the goddamn show.
I'm sure I can take his place. I can just make random sounds. Woo! A while ago, the
Keep
janitor
going.
at camp
Keep
was
going.
saying woo, woo.
All right. You guys are just failing. You're just a bunch of fail.